Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Try. And we end up cabling this on first fret to kind of match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things in root position. And it starts off with this awesome little arpeggio, kind of working some fingerstyle ideas. But we'll kind of walk through the chords and kind of do some of the strumming options first, because I think those are a little bit easier. So we start on an A minor chord. When we play A minor, first finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the G string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now, around A minors in general, it can be kind of cool to lift the first finger, make an A suspended second, or you could add in the pinky on the B string third fret, kind of an A suspended chord, kind of say some things around the A minor. Or you may dig on lifting off the third finger, making that an A minor 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7. So you kind of dig on that. And then from the A minor, we go to an F major chord. Normally you do this as a bar on first fret. We'll talk about some easy options here too. But then 2 on the G string second fret, third finger on the A string third fret, and the pinky on the D string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major bar chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And I could substitute for that if you're starting out. It could be F major 7, where you do first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the G second fret, and third finger on the D string third fret. Strum the D string to the high E string, it sounds an F major 7, it sounds really groovy happy. And from the F we'll be going to a C major chord. You normally do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the A string third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the first finger, making it a C major 7. Adding in the pinky on the B string third for C major 9, and kind of saying some things around the C. And then from the C we'd be going to a G major chord. You normally do this first finger on the A second, second finger on the low E third, and third finger on the high E third. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now another possibility there would be putting third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, and kind of working that for your G major. That's basically our chord progression through the song. Actually, it's kind of that A minor, da, F, C, G, and I'm just kind of working just the down idea, actually kind of an 8 down count on each chord. And I'm adding a little bit of right hand movement just to make that a little bit sneaky, so that might be kind of a cool way if you're just starting out, or just to kind of intro the tune in general. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the A minor and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, which would be a really slow pace for the tune. So we tried that through the chord progression. We have the A minor, something else that I like to add to a song like this too is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, the down, down, up, down, up, you're throwing a bass for the chord. So on the A minor, you'd have the A string for the bass. On the F bar, you'd have the low E for the bass. On the F major 7, you'd have the D for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. And actually on that G major chord, you'll kind of hear, especially on the intro part, where the A string second fret B note is kind of coming out as a bass note. And that's something called G/B. Normally on the G you'd have low E for the bass, but if you wanted to, you could kind of work the A string to kind of bring out that B note out of the G. And it's called G/B, kind of make the B the lowest note of the chord. So we have A minor, down, up, down, up, F bass, down, up, down, C bass, down, up, down, G/B with A bass. something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into two parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is we take the A minor, do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, down. Then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 down. So we tried that through our progression. We had A minor, F, C, G/B, A minor, G/B. Now if you're digging on the basses there, you could add basses to that, and you can make it a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, up, bass, down, up, down. It can all be kind of cool. So A minor, F, C, A minor, G/B. Anything on that? Or another possibility is to work this more as a fingerstyle idea. If you're kind of interested in that, and the intro part actually, I'll kind of wrap down the fingerstyle. Your thumb basically becomes your bass player for the E, A, and D string, and then you can kind of line up your index finger on the G string, middle finger on the B string, and then ring finger on the high E string. It's kind of your setup. And one easy arpeggio or broken idea to kind of start off with is you might want to just try thumb and index middle ring. That's kind of an idea just straight through the fingers. And that could be kind of a cool idea even through the tune. So I'm going bass, G, B, E, but I'm doing it thumb, index, middle, ring. It just kind of gives you kind of a broken chord, kind of an idea, but the arpeggio is pretty easy. So if we did that twice on each chord, I think that would match the recording pretty well. Kind of A minor, F, bass, index, middle, ring, C, G/B, A minor. So if you're looking for a really easy fingerstyle out, that could be a very cool way to kind of work it through the tune. But those intro licks are awesome, but very challenging. So if you wanted to kind of match the recording a little bit more, you can start off with your A minor, we start off with the A bass. And you kind of take first finger and go to the B string, first fret, and then third finger on the high E third, and the pinky on the G string on the fourth fret. I know that's a stretch. Oh, that's so beautiful. And what you could do is kind of breaking up the chord with that same setup we were just talking about. But now you'd be going a bass, and then B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, and then B, G, and then E, G, and then back to B. So it's kind of weird, the order of the chords. Kind of A, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, B, G, E, G, B. And finger-wise, maybe that would help too. Kind of thumb, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring, index, middle, to kind of work that. actually, and you may want to work this as just kind of bar first fret. It almost becomes like a little variation of the lick that we just talked about, but now you've got the F and the bass actually kind of first fret on the Colbie. So I'm doing a bar on first fret, leaving the 3 and 4 where they are. And you kind of start off with the thumb on the Colbie and the G string at the same time. So it's kind of a thumb index together before you go ring, index, middle, ring, index, middle, ring, and then index, middle, index, ring, index, middle. Kind of a crazy little variation of that, right? So what you're doing, E and G together, E, G, B, or G, B, B, G, B, E, G, B, G, E, G, B. And then from there we almost do that same variation, but we change our bass to the A string 3rd fret. So I'm doing that 2nd finger so I can leave my 1st finger covered. And we start off with the A string now for the bass and the G string at the same time. And then the E, G, B, E, G, B, E, G, B, G, E, G, B idea. And at the end we get a kind of a cool little G variation where we kind of do the 2nd on the A, 3rd on the B, and then 3rd on the high E string, kind of working that little piece of the G major chord. But now we're going A, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, and then you want to lift off the 3rd finger for just the open B at the end of that for the G idea. So you got kind of that A, B, G, E. Let's see. Oh wait, yeah. A, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, open B. So through that whole intro idea, this is a lot to take in. You may want to pause the video, look at the tab, study that, work on your fingerstyle, or just go, man, the heck with that. I'm doing the chord, so your choice. So, so through that whole intro, you got the A minor idea, and the F idea, and then the C idea, play around with that. And randomly, I think because of that stretch in the left hand, you may want to try a higher head angle. I'm not demonstrating very well, but this, if you went more to classical position, I think that may help your stretch. And actually that can help a lot of things with the left hand, just experimenting with head angle. So you may want to kind of experiment with that. It's weird, I make these videos and a lot of times I'm down here because it's easier for you to look at, I think, the horizontal plane, but it can definitely help if you raise the head for that lick. Now the weird part is, to play along with the recording though, what you want to do is kind of take a capo. Instead of starting on an A minor, they're starting on B flat minor. So if you take a capo and put it on 1st fret, then now your A minor is really a B flat minor, and your F is really a G flat major, your C is really a D flat major, and your G is really an A flat major. But to take it from the very beginning, you may want to kind of kick it off with that last lick we were talking about. Actually, that's where that intro kind of happens. It's kind of that A idea, and then the F idea, and then the C idea, and then the G. Or if you're just kind of starting out, or just kind of supporting your voice, you could kind of work just the chord ideas. So you got kind of A minor, F da D da 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 da, C da 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 da, G, kind of doing the downs. Or you can do the down, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, A minor, C, G slash B, or you may dig on that easier fingerstyle idea, A minor, F, kind of thumb index middle ring, C, G slash B, or you may be digging on the 16th idea, A minor, F, G chord. Which is kind of cool because it almost feels slightly unresolved. I'd almost want to play an A minor at the very end to make people clap. Or you can just say, oh man, you should feel unresolved about this song. It's like one of those things too. But that's the basics of how you can strum along with Try. So good luck.